everyone, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. I am Chaitanya Munje and in this video we will be learning how to implement dark and light mode in a Flutter application in Android Studio. So I have already created a sample application in which we can get to see a simple text view and a switch and current theme selected as a light theme. So I will simply change the switch and we can get to see the dark theme. Similarly, we can go back to light theme and then dark theme. Now I will close the application and open it once again. We can get to see the dark theme has been already set. So we are setting this using the shared preference. Now we will quickly move towards Android Studio for creating a new Flutter project. Here we have to simply click on new Flutter project, select the SDK path, then next we have to specify the project name. Simply click on finish to create the new project. Now our project has been created. So we will go to our project. Inside this we have to go to pubspec.yaml file, and inside this we simply have to add the dependencies. So first dependency we will be adding is for the switcher button. After that we have to add for shared preferences. After adding these dependencies, we simply have to click on pub-get to install this. Once these dependencies has been installed, now we will minimize this. After that we have to go to the lib folder. Then there is a file that is main.dart, which is a default file. Inside this we can get to see a material app and the already created UI. Now inside this lib folder we have to create a one more file where we are storing our shared preferences. So we will create a new dart file. We have to simply right click, new, and we have to select dart file, and we will name it as theme shared prefs. We will name it as theme shared preferences. Now once this file has been created, we will firstly create a class and name it as a theme shared preferences. Now inside this, firstly we will be creating a constant which will be a key value for our shared preferences. We will name it as a pref key, and inside this we have to specify a simple strings. One more step we have left is that we have to simply click on get dependencies to install that dependencies as well. Now after creating this constant, we have to create two methods, that is set theme and a get theme. This method which will be used to set the theme. So inside this we will be specifying a boolean value. Then we have to call shared preferences. We will create a variable for it as a shared preferences. And we'll call its instance by using get instance method. Now after that we will simply call shared preferences. We will be calling set bool, and inside this we will be passing our key as a pref key which we have created above, and then value as a value which we are passing inside this function. Then we have to simply give a semicolon. Now this is our set theme method. Then we will have to create a one more method, that is a get theme, which will be used to get the current theme. Inside this we will be also calling shared preferences. creating variable for it, then again calling await shared preferences dot get instance to call its instance. After that we have to simply return shared preferences dot get boolean, and inside this we will be passing the key as our pref key which we have created above, and in the else condition we will simply return it as a false if it is a null. Now we have created theme shared preferences class. After that we have to create a model class where we will be creating variable and initializing our shared preferences class. So for that we have to again go to our lib folder, right click new, and then we have to create a one more Dart file, and we will name it as a theme model. Inside this we will be creating a class as theme model, and we will extend this class with change notifier which will be used to notify the when the changes has been done. Now inside this we will be firstly creating a boolean variable which we will name it as a is dark. Then we will be calling our theme shared preferences class here as well. Then we will be initializing that is dark variable, creating one more is dark variable, and we will be initializing it with our is dark variable which we have already created. This error is because we have not imported, so we will simply import library. After initializing this we will be creating a constructor. For this we have to simply call theme model. Inside this firstly we will be initializing is dark as false. Then after that we will be initializing our theme shared preferences. After that we will be creating a method to get the theme preferences which are already being set. So we will create a method get theme preferences. Inside this we will be simply calling is dark, and we will get the value for it from our shared preferences. We will be calling get theme method to get the current selected theme. Now after that then we will simply call notify listeners to notify the change. Now we will call this method inside our constructor, that is get theme preferences. Then after that we will be creating one more method to set whether the theme is dark or not. So we will simply create a method set is dark. Inside this we will be passing a boolean value. Here we have to add semicolon. Now inside this method we will simply change is dark value to the current value. Now after that we will be simply calling theme shared preferences dot set theme, and inside this we will be specifying our value, boolean value. Then we will again call notify listeners to notify the change. Now we have completed the coding part for our theme model class as well. Then we will move to our main.dart file. So inside this main.dart file there is a so many codes, so we will firstly remove this. We will be creating separate class for this home page, so we will remove this. Then we will go to our leaf folder and create a one more Dart file, inside which we will be creating a new page, and we will name it as a my home page, so that it will be separated and easy to understand as well. Then we will be creating a class here, my home page, and we will be extending it with stateless widget. Now inside this we will be firstly creating the state by calling override method. So firstly we will be creating a one more class for our home page state, and we will extend this class with state. Now we will call this my home page state here, then we will simply call create state. Now inside this home page state class we will be calling our widget build method, and inside this we will call return consumer. Here instead of stateless widget we have to use a stateful widget. Now inside this we will be simply calling builder, inside this builder we will be firstly specifying our context, then we will be specifying our theme model, and we will create a variable as theme notifier. We have to import this one. Inside this we have to call return scaffold, inside scaffold firstly we will be calling our app bar, and inside this we will be creating app bar for our screen, and inside the app bar firstly we will be specifying the title, it is a text, So we will simply call text widget. Inside text we will be calling theme notifier, and if it is dark, that means if the theme notifier tells us that it is a dark, then we will set the text as dark theme. In the else condition, we will simply set the text as light theme. After this app bar, we will move towards the body. Inside this body, we will call the center widget, and inside center widget, firstly we will create a child as a column, as we are arranging the text in a vertical manner, so we will be calling a column. Inside column, we will be giving main axis alignment. We will be calling main axis alignment dot center. Then we will be calling children, and inside this we will be specifying widget. Inside this children, firstly we have to call a switcher button, which will be used to switch the themes. So we will be calling switcher button. Inside this switcher button, we will specify the initial value as theme notifier. Dot is dark. Now we have to call one more method, that is on change. On changing the switch, we have to simply record the value. Inside the on change value, we have to set, that is we have to call theme notifier is dark, and we will simply set theme notifier theme notifier dot is dark as false. Similarly, we will be calling for else condition as well. Theme notifier is dark as true. Now after the switcher button, we have to create a text to display the text as welcome to Geeks for Geeks. So we'll be simply creating a text. Inside this, we have to specify the text as welcome to Geeks for Geeks. Then we will align this text by calling text align dot center. After that, we will add the styling to it as style theme dot off. Inside this, we will be passing the context. Then we will be calling simply text theme, and we will set it as a headline 4. Now we have completed this my home page. Now we have to simply call this my home page inside our main.dart file. So inside this, we have to simply, inside our build, firstly we will be written, we will change this material app widget, and instead of this we will be simply calling change notifier. So we will completely removing this, and instead of this, inside build we will simply call firstly return. Then we will call widget name as a change notifier, Inside change notifier, we will be calling state as a theme model. We have to import this theme model. After theme model, we have to call the child as consumer. Inside this, we have to specify the builder as context. Theme model, we will be creating the variable name as a theme model. Then we have to simply specify the child. Now inside this, we will be calling return material app. Inside material app, we will be firstly displaying debug show check banner as false. Then we will specify title Geeks for Geeks. After that, we will set the theme. From the theme model, we will be simply calling theme model dot is dark. In this condition, we will simply call theme data dot dark, and in the else condition we will simply call theme data dot light. Then we will simply specify the home as my home page. Here, instead of change notifier, we have to specify change notifier provider, and here we have to specify the semicolon. Now we have completed the coding part of our application. We will run our application and see the output of it. So this is our home page. Then it is a theme shared preferences, then theme model. Now we will run our application. Now our application has been launched. We will take a look at the output of our application. So here is our application, and we can get to see the light theme has been set as the default. Then we will simply switch it to dark theme. We will close our application and open it once again. So here is our application, and we can get to see dark theme has been set as default. From this we can change to light theme and dark theme once more. So if you are having any doubts regarding whatever I have explained in this video, do ask in the comment section. For complete code, refer the articles in the description given below. So do like this video, subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.